She hasn't been able to brush her teeth or take we know she hasn't taken a shower. How did they clean her up? Because the water, there was that little lavatory at the truck stop. They tried to clean her up with that tiny little lavatory, and I don't think there was any hot water. It was just cold. Well, I reckon, and two of the Secret Service men, basically, they saw that. They came upon them about 10 miles down the freeway, the pickup truck with Hillary. And what did these two guys do that were walking along the freeway, having run away from the scene, get away from the sulfurous smell and the explosion, the radiation and whatnot, poisonous fumes? They had run, and now they were walking because they were very tired. One of them had blisters on his feet. The other one had a back problem that he hadn't reported when he signed up to the Secret Service. He had a congenital defect in the paws on the right side at L5, and this caused pain, and he was going to put in for disability to add on to his pension as soon as he could, but he was given this detail at the last minute. But anyway, that's another story. That was his own little agenda that he was working between the workers' comp and his pension and his lawyer. He had one lawyer. He switched lawyers about 3 times because the other two got tired of fooling with this guy. You know, he wanted to keep building his disability case. But anyway, here he was walking along with the other fella, both of them dressed, one of them shoes, both of them, they had a lot of manure and human feces in their shoes from the commode and the subsequent explosion out of Hillary's rear end. It shot out and craned off a lot of the $2 that were chained to the back of the iron lung. And one of the fellows hadn't run away yet, so he really got it. But he had already stepped in it. The other one, the one that got away from that, had already gotten a lot of the stuff in his shoes from the bubbling over of the commode. He was standing too close. So that was... Come back here and tell me that. Yeah, tell me that to my face. Anyway, so these two guys are walking along. Here comes the pickup truck with pulling the damn Hillary sitting in, kind of lying on her back inside the iron lung. The new age iron lung, very expensive and advanced piece of equipment, being pulled by a very nice black pickup truck. Of course, the iron lung is all beat up and bent, and it was messed up quite a bit, and Hillary inside was messed up quite a bit, but they were still going down the freeway when they saw the two men walking. And what did these two men do? Well, I'll tell you what they did. They ran down the side of the embankment off the freeway and hid in the kudzu. Kudzu is a plant that they put on the banks beside the freeways, and it's very deep at times, and these guys just nestled down in the kudzu. Pickup truck slowed up, went over in the emergency lane trying to see these guys. Bevelman Schultz stepped out of the pickup before it had actually stopped all the way, and she fell down and tumbled into the drain gutter beside the freeway. There was a small drain gutter. Some of these freeways have a small one, then a big one. And this one, she fell down in I couldn't believe that. The pickup truck was still moving, so she gets out of it like she's some sort of combat soldier, you know, getting out of a helicopter at war zone. Anyway, so Modesta, he's thinking to himself at that point, you know, I've got to use this as an opportunity to advance my own pension if necessary. Because if I'm lucky, I can retire like Slomo did, and I can go out and just ski up and down and nobody knows who I am. And anyway, these two men were hiding in the kudzu, and Hillary, as the truck goes by, spots, looks out, she can see out one side, and she sees one of these guys hiding in the kudzu. She could see his face, the side of his face. So she starts banging on the side of the iron lung to get the attention of anybody that will listen to her. Of course, nobody could hear her. She's inside, they're inside the truck. The truck is moving, although it had slowed down. And she actually had to call him on her phone. And by then they were about 3 miles down the road, because there was no way they could turn around and pick up Blabbermouth Schultz, who was down in the drain, the gutter. They knew that she'd be able to survive since she was fat enough where it would kind of cushion her against the cement as she fell into the drain. So they were looking for a way to U-turn it and come back and not have to go across the grass in between the two lanes. And the guy driving the truck, I think it was Scoop. Yeah, the scooper. He gets a call. He picks up the phone. He's on straddled the thing. And it's Hillary says, stop this fucking truck immediately. And so the Scoop gave the word to the driver. The driver slams on brakes. Thing comes to a sudden end, and the damn hardware in the back containing Hillary goes sideways, and you can hear this very loud metal sound as it's like the bumper of the truck bent sideways, and the whole thing comes to an end. Anyway, Hillary's screaming in the phone, go back, and the driver is just completely discombobulated. But so what's he do? He tries to do a U-turn from the emergency lane onto the shoulder and drive down the shoulder, which was very irregular. It was bumpy. It wasn't even paved. He had one wheel almost to go off the embankment, and the other wheel was on part of the freeway. And he's going up the freeway the wrong way, this way up. And he's just so nervous because head on, and he's got to go 3 miles to get back to where Hillary said she saw these two guys hiding in the kudzu. Well, by the time they get 3 miles up there, and Hillary's jumps out and squeezes out between the dollies, and she's looking over the embankment, they've gone. You know, they run off in the woods, and by now they're probably in some little corn patch or something like that. Maybe they're clinging to something. So Hillary is really, really mad, but she knows that she's got to get back in the iron lung